Preview.
Good health is a state of a complete harmony of the body, mind, spirit, and this comes with lots of discipline. On the Alive Health Show, we are poised to raise a generation of healthy people knowing good health is wealth. Make a date with Sandra Bentil on the Alive Health Show every Sunday at 5 p.m. and it repeats on Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. Alive Health Show, your health, your wealth. Good health is a state of a complete harmony of the body, mind, spirit, and this comes with lots of discipline. On the Alive Health Show, we are poised to raise a generation of healthy people knowing good health is wealth. Make a date with Sandra Bentil on the Alive Health Show every Sunday at 5 p.m. and it repeats on Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. Alive Health Show, your health, your wealth. Good health is a state of a complete harmony of the body, mind, spirit, and this comes with lots of discipline. On the Alive Health Show, we are poised to raise a generation of healthy people knowing good health is wealth. Make a date with Sandra Bentil on the Alive Health Show every Sunday at 5 p.m. and it repeats on Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. Alive Health Show, your health, your wealth. Good health is a state of a complete harmony of the body, mind, spirit, and this comes with lots of discipline. On the Alive Health Show, we are poised to raise a generation of healthy people knowing good health is wealth. Make a date with Sandra Bentil on the Alive Health Show every Sunday at 5 p.m. and it repeats on Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. Alive Health Show, your health, your wealth.
The kind of joy that fills the heart of a parent when a baby is born is quite immense and intense. But on some occasions, after months when the child is born, we find out that the child has a condition which is autism. And so from that time onwards, things might be different. Anyway, we are here to say that autism doesn't mean you are you are unable to do something good. And so you're welcome to our live health show and right here on Hail TV. And today is Eid al-Fitr, so happy Eid al-Fitr to dear Muslims. And of course, today's show is going to be on autism. So today we are going to talk about what the condition is. We are going to delve deeper and know much about it. And so you're welcome, and we are streaming live on Facebook at Prophet Nigel Gazy and also at Hail_TV. And so you can share the broadcast to your friends. If you know someone that has an autistic child at home, this is the right program for the person. So all the parents that you know with such children, call them right away and tell them that Hail TV is live once again with this amazing show. And okay, so we have this video showing this young girl who is a model. Yes, a model. I'll introduce my guest after the video, and so I want you to see, I want you to appreciate what this girl does as a young girl who is a model living with this condition. And as I said earlier on, being autistic doesn't mean that you are able to achieve greater things in life. My name is Sandra Bentil, and once again, you're welcome. Okay, so let's take a look at the video. If it is ready, and I believe that you're going to appreciate this so much, and after which my guest is going to continue with us as she is very ready and the show would continue.
Good health is a state of a complete harmony of the body, mind, spirit, and
You feel like you are stirring it, eh? Then when you finish, you put the spoon here. Look here.
Autism is a spectrum disorder, which means that while all people with autism share certain difficulties, their disorder may affect them in different ways.
Yakoba, do you like the food? Eh? Do you like the food?
Yakoba is a 13-year-old model living with autism.
Close your legs. Oh, I didn't say 10, Yakoba.
Yakoba, for couple.
Stay. Look at the light. Look at the light. The light.
If you point, you point.
As we observe April as the month of autism awareness, we urge everyone to add their voice to spread the awareness.
good health is a state of a complete harmony of the body, mind, spirit, and this comes with lots of discipline. On the Alive Health Show, we are poised to raise a generation of healthy people, knowing good health is wealth. Make a date with Sandra Bentil on the Live Health Show every Sunday at 5 p.m. and a repeat on Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. A Live Health Show. Your health, your wealth.
All right, welcome back. It's still a live health show right here on Heal TV. So you just saw beautiful Yakoba. Yes, beautiful Yakoba. And see what she's doing. At a young age, she's a model. And she doesn't even look like someone who has the condition. And so we are very proud of the woman behind all this, who is grooming such girls to be who they want to be and to be models as well. And I believe that that's so much of a great initiative. I'm so much in love with this. And she's in the person of Mrs. Philomena Esinam Afi Antonio. She's the founder of the Afi Antonio Foundation and a humanitarian that trains autistic girls to become models. Yes, and that's not all she does. She does other things. She also has a project. Called Solar for Girls, and she donates solar lamps to children in the villages, especially the girls. Yeah, girls in villages who do not have access to electricity, so that they could also learn for their final exams and do well too. And so, you're very much welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, isn't she beautiful?
Thank you. You're also beautiful.
Thank you. Wow, such a great thing that you're doing.
Thank you.
But what inspires you to do all this, like, helping such children? And do you have you ever had any experience with that, or have any
Okay.
family member with that?
So I started all this before realizing, like, an auntie reached out to me, I think early this year, telling me I have a cousin who has autism, a beautiful girl who is 16 years. They live abroad.
Okay.
So I started this, I think, 2 years ago, and it's just recently that I found out I have a relative who has
The
autism.
condition.
So I didn't know of any relative who had one
Okay.
when I started. But it just happened. It wasn't something I planned doing. It just happened along the way. With the things I do with my foundation, I love to help people.
Okay.
So then a mother needed a model. I'm a model myself.
Okay.
Someone to help the daughter to be a model.
Okay.
And her daughter is a photo model.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. A girl living with autism. That's
Yeah,
Nanaya.
yeah.
So she's the first girl I started with
Okay.
before.
That was 2 years ago.
Yes, yes. Before the other girls joined. So I've trained 3 girls so far.
Okay.
But officially, Yakoba is the one I'm managing.
Okay.
That's how come you are showing footages of her.
Okay.
But I've trained 3 beautiful girls who are photo models now.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Thank you.
And what brought that passion? I mean, I want to know exactly, because it's out of the blue. I don't think a lot of people
Yeah.
will do this.
It's
Just few. I'm surprised.
So it was because I love helping people.
Okay, because you're
So,
humanitarian.
yeah, I love helping people. And when I saw the Nana Yes Mom's posts, I had already booked for a photo shoot session.
Okay.
So then I had to call the photographer, Kweku David,
Okay.
and let him know that I wanted to come with this girl so that we can have the photo shoot together.
Okay.
I was going to have a photo shoot myself, but I
Okay.
decided to go with her. So I had to call the photographer to alert him whether he was okay or not. And he said he was fine. So
Okay.
then I went with her. We had the photo shoot. The photos went viral. Other
Okay.
parents brought their children. Yakoba is the last girl who joined.
Okay.
Yes. So that's how it all started.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But how then do you get to manage such children? I didn't know quite disturbing to be with.
No. You would have to understand them.
Okay.
You know, they have a challenge in communication due to the condition.
Okay.
So some can talk, some can't really talk, some would do sign language for you to understand what they want to tell you.
Okay.
Yes. And some understand whatever you tell them, that if you say sit down, she understands you are saying she should sit down, so she will
Okay.
sit. But talking back to you
Will be the problem.
yes. So they have a little challenge with communication.
Okay.
So the only thing is to spend a lot of time with them, to understand them. Like from the beginning, it was a little challenging for me because
Yeah,
they
I
didn't
can
know
imagine.
me. They have to know you to warm up to you.
Okay.
Yes. So even when they know you, there are times when you hold them and they will be pushing your hands off. They don't want you to touch them.
Yeah.
So when they have their meltdowns, like each person has its own form of autism. All
Okay.
of them don't have the same form of autism.
Yeah.
Everyone's autism differs from the other. You understand? Yeah. So you have to stay with them to understand them.
Okay.
So what might work for Nanaya might not work for Yakoba.
Okay.
So you need to be with them to understand each of them separately to be able to communicate with them.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. And how are you able to raise funds to support these children too?
So raising funds, I normally say a big thank you to all my followers and my friends on social media,
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. I use those platforms to raise funds.
Yeah.
So every project I take upon myself, I post about it and ask the specific amount I need for that project.
Okay.
And then they send the monies to me and I make
Wow.
sure I use it for that. So far I have not had any corporate
organization
or government support, nothing. It has always been my social media handle that I use. So it has been my followers, bloggers making story for me,
Okay.
yeah, newspapers. So I'm so grateful to all those people. Without them, all this won't be possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do these children live with their parents when it's time
Yes,
you go for them,
yes.
or you have
They
a special
live
place?
with their parents.
Okay,
They
okay.
have special schools they attend. They have centers where they are trained. Some can bead, some can paint. So they are trained in all those areas. How to live independent life. They are trained to wash their plate, how to dress up, because most of them won't be able to. So when you
Yeah.
take them to these special centers, that's what they try to teach them, so that
Okay.
they will be able to be independent on their own, to do stuff by themselves.
And you fund the education as well?
No, I don't. Their parents pay their fees at
okay.
the center. So where I come in is when we have maybe a job to do for a designer, because I'm pushing for inclusion. I'm praying that designers and other people that need models would fall on them to use them, so that other parents will feel confident to come out with their children, because most of the parents have children like that, and because of the stigma attached to it, they don't even let people know they have
them
they hide them. Yeah. So if they can see that, oh, these children can do all these things, I'm sure every parent who has special needs children will be like proud to come out that I have a child like that. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So recently, a mother posted a video of his son who has autism playing the keyboard.
Okay.
And it was Wiala's rendition of We Are Going. And he played it so well. So I spoke to the mom if she'll be okay that I post it and see if we could get help for him to learn better. Because with these children, you have to find out what they love doing and they are good at, and then you push them towards that direction. So since he loves to play the keyboard and he hasn't had any lessons, but he can play so well, I was surprised.
Wow, okay. He didn't
learn it.
Wow.
He didn't learn it. So the mom realized he loved music. And then he bought the keyboard. She bought the keyboard for him. So I posted the video, tagged Wiala, and Wiala shared the video. We had so many views. Wiala's manager is in talks with me now to see how they can help the boy. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah.
That's a very great one there. And I'm sure my viewers are wondering why we are not talking about the medical condition that is autism. Don't worry, very soon our medical expert will join us on the phone and explain into details what the condition actually is when it comes to the symptoms and how to diagnose it, the medication and all that. By the way, do you also fund for medication for the children?
No. With medication, you know, autism is a condition that can be managed.
Okay. And
early intervention is key. If you sit at home, you see that your child at the age of 3 doesn't give you eye contact. Your child, you call your child and he or she won't tend to look at you and would want to be in his or her own corner playing by himself. These are some of the signs. But it's not like a concrete thing that child has autism. But these are some of the signs. You have to send the child to be analyzed to see whether it is autism or it's something else. You understand? So some also have problem with speech. Some take so long before they talk. And some of these things are signs. And so if you notice all these things, it is a sign for you to send your child to be analyzed and checked, whether it's autism or something else.
But I'm sure that will be months after they are born.
It's
because
from 3 years.
From 3 years.
You know, when your child is 3, your child should be able to give you eye contact. Your child should be able, when you call her, she should be, so, but they be no shakona, like those things are signs, but it doesn't mean the person has autism. It is possible. So you send your child to the hospital for whoever to check, like the right person to check to find out whether it is autism or something else. And some people wait too long. So when you wait too long, trying to correct some of the things takes time. So early intervention is key. When you see this, then some people are like, okay, the grandfather took so long before Okasa, yeah, who no then we one now with D5, no with D6, no with D7.
Yeah.
Then it is now getting too late
Okay.
to get help. You see, so when you see all these things, you have to send the child for the child to be checked and see. Yeah.
So I'm sure that suggests that if it is detected that the child has a condition, it could actually be managed.
Yeah, as for
whilst the child is growing.
for autism, there's no cure. There's
Yeah.
no known cure, and there's no known cause. We
Okay.
don't know whether it is this type of medication or the mom, when the mom was pregnant, she did this. That's why nobody knows the reason. They are still researching. So anyone can give birth to a child living with autism.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's no known cure. There's no known cause. So it
Exactly.
just can be managed.
Okay.
So when it comes to medication and all that, I don't meddle in that. The parents do that on their own.
Okay.
They have people they talk to, and the doctor suggests, okay, maybe you should give your child this, but most at times it's diet. They try to take some things out of their diet. Some are hyper. When they get their meltdowns, they are hyper and all that. So they try to cut out some diet that would like make the hyper more. You understand?
I
Yeah.
get
So yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure that people are wondering that this very beautiful lady sitting right in front of me is doing this. Very much impressive. Now let's talk about what you do alongside. You also help girls in the villages by donating solar lamps to them.
Yeah.
How about that? How
Okay,
come
so
you started
Solar
that
for
too?
Girls.
Yeah.
Solar for Girls is an initiative to support final year GHS students in off-grid areas, villages without electricity, so that they will be able to also learn extra hours. Because you know, those who are in the village also write the same exams as those in the cities.
Yes.
With those in the cities, they have teachers, they have lights, they have almost everything. In the villages, most teachers, when they take them there, won't stay because their phones won't work.
Yeah.
A lot of things won't work, and they won't want to stay there. So they are already disadvantaged in that line, and now they don't have lights. How are they going to learn to compete with children in the city? So then my team and I thought it wise to help children like that. We, like I said, I use my social media to solicit for funds.
Yeah.
With the Solar for Girls, when we get the funds, my team and I also contribute and we add up. Most of the times we don't even get to buy a lot of lamps because the money is not enough. We use part of the money as transportation.
Yeah.
We use some when we go to find a place to sleep, because we have to visit the beneficiaries in their homes in the evening to educate their parents on why the children are supposed to use the lamps. Because there was a time where one parent was using the lamp in her hut to cook banku. Yes.
Really?
Yes. And the lamp is for the child.
Oh.
So because of that, we decided anytime we go, we'll stay the night and visit every beneficiary at home in the evening to make sure we educate their parents and also teach the children how to use the lamps and all that. So you can imagine the money we have is not enough, and we have to take out these, like, take out transportation, where to sleep. And there was a time we all had to sleep in the same room. I went with, was it 3 team members? They were guys. I was the only girl. And we all had to sleep in the same room. And they felt uncomfortable. Like, they were like, Afia, are you sure you are okay? Like, I'm like, I'm fine. I'm a Bema Camp girl, Charlie. You know?
I know that.
Yeah, so it's fine. Like, so it's very difficult. It's not been easy.
Yeah.
With Solar for Girls, it has been on hold for some time because of funding.
Okay.
Yes, and there's this story I always tell. There was this MP who were going to his constituency. So I thought, okay, let me go and see him. Since we are going to his constituency, he would want to support, then we can buy more lamps. And when I went, I managed to get his number, visited him at the Parliament House, and then I told him what we do and that we are going to his constituency if he wants to support and all that. And he was like, oh, if he has anything for his people, he will send it himself. He doesn't need to pass it through a third person. I'm like, oh, but Honorable, I'm sure maybe you've not thought about this. So let's just do it. When we go, we'll tell them it is from you.
Okay.
He still insisted that no, if he has something, he'll take it himself. So I was even hoping that, okay, fine, maybe out of his own pocket, he will say, oh, okay, you take this and add up. He told me that with his people, he's working on getting them electricity, and they've started erecting the poles, and he's sure in the next 2 or 3 years they will have light.
Yeah.
But there's this village behind his constituency.
Yeah.
That one there, he's not sure they'll get light now, so we should send it there.
Oh.
Yes.
That's what he said.
That's what he told me. And when I was leaving, he gave me 40 cedis for transport.
Wow.
Yeah.
An MP
Yes.
in this country.
Yes.
Well, we'll get to that later, I think.
So some of the, I don't know, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
If it's not something you really want to do, you just give up at a point.
Yeah.
And I had this very rich friend of mine, an elderly man. I spoke to him about Solar for Girls. It's not like he doesn't have money to give me. He said, "Your government nejuma." So I don't see why I should give you money for you to go and do what the government has to do.
Yeah.
So he didn't give me the money.
Wow.
He could have given me, but I say a government nejuma so to me. And Mamiska.
Okay. So let's talk about Yakoba. Since
Sure.
she's the one that you are managing, so we could project her pictures for
Okay.
the viewers to appreciate what this little girl does. How old is she, by the way?
She's 13 years.
13?
Yes.
Okay. So if the pictures are ready, we could look at them, what she does. She's a model. I also heard that she works with a certain
Okay,
cream
that's my
brand.
product.
That's your product?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's she there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your product.
Yes, so in the light of pushing inclusion, I'm trying to ask people to use the model. So
Okay.
I decided to, leadership by example. I decided to start producing shea butter creams and black soap. So she is the face of the children range of my shea butter cream. Yeah.
Okay. And she does it very well, because I saw the pictures.
Yeah.
I loved every bit of them. I don't know if they could project that too. But well, since you manage her too, I believe that it's so comfortable to be with these children.
Yeah, it is when you get to spend time with them to understand them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I believe that, okay, maybe you should share with us any instance that you've had and was very challenging grooming them, being with these children.
So that will be from the beginning when I started.
Okay.
Because then I had no idea of what autism was.
Yeah.
I was now learning about it. I was now reading to understand it.
Yeah.
So from the beginning, it was a little challenging. Our first photo shoot, the Nanaya's mom was around to help in directing, so it was a little better. But when I had to do most of it myself from the beginning, it was a little, challenging. But with time, when they got used to me, it was like, okay, because now when they see me, they know we are going to take photos.
Okay.
And they love to dress up, they love to make up and all that. So when they see me, they are so happy and they know they are going to take photos. We had an interview, was it on a different channel some time ago, and they played Yakoba's video, one of the videos on the TV station. When she saw herself and myself, the auntie called me and said, "Hey, I feel no Yakoba. Oh, who TV? Oh, like she was so happy to see herself on TV and see myself. Like she was so happy and was calling the auntie to come and see. Like she was so happy. You see, yeah. So they enjoy what they do. Yeah. But it's not every child living with autism who can be a model.
Why is it so?
Some love to take photos.
Okay.
Some would like to paint. Some would like to bead. So you have to find out which one your child really likes. Okay. Don't say because when you say you're training a beat to say model by force, you also want your child to be a model.
Yeah.
Some don't even like light.
Okay.
Yes.
But how are you able to notice all that?
Their parents had already noticed that they loved that.
Okay,
so that's why they are building on it.
They are in school too.
Yes. They are just building on what they've seen their daughters do. Because with the Yakoba, the mom says sometimes she will wear her her mom's heel
Yeah.
and be walking like a model at home.
Okay.
You see?
Okay.
So it gives her an idea that her daughter will have to do something like this. And she has the height and the structure for it.
Okay, that's the picture on the screen.
Yes.
Wow. I love her eyes. Nobody
She's very
realizes.
pretty.
Yeah, very pretty. Nobody realizes that she has the condition. Yeah.
Most of them, autism is not something that you can see physically on the person.
Okay.
Until you start communicating with the person, then you know the person has a challenge. You
Okay.
understand? So you can't see someone and just know that this person has autism.
Okay, so
no,
it's
no,
basically
no.
with
It's
the
not a
their
physical thing.
communication.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I'm sure
yes.
the medical
yes.
person will join us
yes.
very soon and explain more.
It's not a physical
about
thing.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, when you started the foundation,
Mm-hmm.
when you started this whole thing, what has been your number one problem?
Funding.
Funding.
Yes, because most of the things I do has to do with money. I remember with the blue eyes girl, she has a condition called Waardenburg syndrome, and she has blue eyes because of the condition.
Okay.
And the major problem is with her hearing. She can't hear and she can't talk.
Okay.
So she needs an implant, which is called cochlear implant, in the ear, both ears.
Okay.
And then she'll go through speech therapy to enable her hear and then talk.
Okay.
And that surgery was very expensive.
Okay.
Yes, and then she needed to be flown out of the country to South Africa to have the surgery done. This was the most challenging project so far that I took upon myself, because raising the money, it was a huge sum of money. And thankfully, the mom was helpful. She was also pushing at other places to get the money. Her church, St. Michael's Catholic Church, also helped with 10,000 Ghana cedis. And other few individuals that she contacted. But I got most of the contribution from social media.
Wow.
So we added everything up and we were able to fly her and the mom to SA for 1 year to be done, because we couldn't get money for both ears.
Okay.
So we did 1 year, and the mom is still trying to hustle for the other parts of the money so she can go through the second surgery.
So for her, she can hear now?
It takes a lot of therapy, speech therapy. And the sad thing is that when the mom was leaving, her office, where she works, I don't want to mention the name of the company.
You don't have to.
They told her to resign because she wouldn't be assured of her work when she returns. Because she was going to spend like 6 months.
Okay.
And there's someone who has worked diligently for you. Yes.
She had to spend 6 months
in SA. Okay. She can't leave her daughter there and
so
and
it
return.
takes time.
It takes time
to do it.
Yes. So then they asked her to resign. She refused to resign. And she needed support from the company. They never gave her anything. They didn't even give her a pesewa. So at least she being able to get the money to go, you are telling her to resign. Or resigning or buy. So she didn't resign. She went, came back, and they told her her work is not available. So she was waiting, hoping that they will call her.
Yeah.
She has stayed for over 6 months. They never called her. And the girl has been home without therapy, speech therapy, because the mom is not working to even pay for therapy.
Yeah.
Speech therapy, when we did our search, the very least is 150 Ghana per hour.
Per hour?
Per hour.
Wow.
Yes, the least that they charge. And this woman is not working. Where is she going to get the money to take the girl to speech therapy? So now she has traveled outside the country to go and hustle and get the rest of the money to take her daughter to, for the second cochlear implant.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
I can imagine, because for such a mom, and then she really loves this child. And
yeah, but if you have a child, then you can do something. You do anything in your power. Yeah, until you do everything and it's not possible. At least you know you tried.
Okay.
But you can't just sit and do nothing.
Okay. I want you to say something to parents who have children who are autistic, and in a way they hide them from the rest of the world. They think that since they have a child like this, you do not need to follow me to anywhere that I have to go. I have seen it before. I have a friend.
Okay.
I have a friend from SHS, and I went to her house some time ago. And I realized she had a younger sister. We didn't know about that.
Okay.
She had a younger sister with this condition, and she's always indoors.
Yeah.
They never allow her come out and all that.
I would rather
anytime she has the opportunity to come to a place that she sees people, she tends to. She tends to hover around the whole place, and she comes to you, touching you. She needs some attention. You know that thing, yeah. So I believe that some of these children could do better, way, way, way better, but parents are stopping them from coming out.
it's not their parents, it's the society.
Okay.
If there's no stigma,
Yeah.
I'm sure no parent will want to hide their children in their rooms. It's because of what people say when they
Okay.
see children like that. Do you understand? Because there's an instance where a mother was put to shame in a banking hall
Okay.
because the daughter was like acting up.
Okay.
And the mom had to leave the banking hall because of that, because someone even said something that even hurt her more. The person saw the mom and was like, the ubano won't it.
Oh.
You see, but there's a condition. It's not
Yeah.
like the girl is intentionally
Washed
doing
down,
that.
that
You
because
see,
a condition.
so when we see things like that, we should rather find out from them, oh, what is the problem? So that the
Yeah.
person will have the chance to even explain to you that so and so is the problem.
Yeah.
And that's why my daughter is acting like that. You don't
Right.
have to add salt to injury.
Okay.
So it is the society. The parents, I don't blame them.
Yeah.
If you were the one who eba and maybe I wouldn't say Pierre, they will laugh at you. People will be laughing at what's standing say. You won't want to go out with her.
Yeah.
So it's the society. We need to
Society.
embrace these children. You
Yeah.
know, they are not what people say they are, that they are evil children, their parents did something wrong, so God has punished them to have children like that.
Yeah.
And some go to consult river for children, so they are river children. There was a story where someone said she knows someone who has a child like that, and also for big catcher and say, Uncle Johnny see omukrom no river nano. Now bosom no ba befa no bosom na e dey akola ne man no ba befa no. But you see, and people believe these things.
Yeah.
Because the parent is desperate. Like there's no one in the family like that. Into no so ejedi say e bosom ba.
Yeah.
So of course, who they are calling the water wash the baby away.
Exactly.
So we say on fan who the next day we be calling calling in just a bosom na befano. It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Yes, because river no befa akolanako.
Yeah.
You
so
understand?
Most definitely, the education hasn't gone down to that level.
Exactly.
Okay. And so let's have a medical person on the line now. And he is Kasim Al Hassan Said, who is the project manager of Afi Antonio Foundation. He's going to explain into details what the condition is, that is autism, and the causes, the symptoms, and all that. And so if he is here already, hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Okay. And happy Eid al-Fitr to you as well.
Say again.
And happy Salah to you as well.
Oh, Eid Mubarak. Thank you.
Okay. Autism. When we talk about autism, what do we mean?
So, autism basically is a spectrum disorder,
Okay.
which impairs the ability to communicate and interact.
Okay. But what?
So,
Okay. Please go ahead.
so basically, it affects the nervous system.
The nervous
so somebody
system.
with, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
If I don't want to go too deep, it affects the brain.
Okay.
So someone with autism might look normal with no symptoms showing physically, but then with close observation, you would know that the person is not, let's say, normal like other children or something.
Okay. How early are we able to detect that a child has this condition?
Yeah. So basically, it is shown that 24 months. So by 2 years, you can determine whether the child, has autism or not.
Okay.
But then early detection also leads to early treatment.
Okay.
So between 12 months to 18 months, you should be getting signal as the mother. You should be getting signals, whether when you smile to the child, do they smile back? When you are feeding the child, does the child look you in the eye? Like basically when you are trying to raise the child, does the child open up its or her arms to be raised up? Basically, these few things will help the neurologist know that indeed the child has autism, and then the child will put on treatment.
Okay, and so talking about the treatment, after the child is being diagnosed of the condition, how do you then treat the child?
So because it's a spectrum disorder, there's not a basic formula for treating all children. So you would have children who might only have communication problems, like non-verbal or verbal, like communication problems. So then you will have speech therapists treating them. There are a lot of specialists in this treatment. We have occupational therapists, we have clinical psychologists, neurology, and then psychiatry and all of that. So depending on the spectrum that the child is on, it will determine how to treat the child.
Okay.
So if to say it's a communication problem, or maybe to say the child has problem with interacting with people, there's this something we call picture exchange communication system. So you start introducing these things to the child. So if it is food, you have different varieties of food on a paper, and then the name is written under there with the picture. So you point to the child, okay, this is banku, this is fufu, this is rice. If it is football, this is football, this is baseball, and all of that. So as you introduce this picture to the child, in the future, if the child wants to eat banku, the child will basically point to the banku and say, oh, mommy, I want this.
Okay.
Okay.
What are some of the differences in their condition? What do some of them do that differs from the others?
Okay, so some of them are quite sensitive to touch. And so you would have a child where, you will try to touch him, you see him or her, and you are trying to, in your own good way, you are trying to show love or something, empathy or something. So you try to touch the child, and they might not take it okay. They might be like, they'll go all over the place. Like they might go hyper when you do that. Some of them also, they are calm. You talk to them, they will not mind you. Like, it's a whole lot. It's just sad, but then it's a whole lot.
That's why we are here. We want to talk about all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
you
yeah.
basically poor eye contact, one, like compulsive behavior.
Yeah.
So you find the person doing the same thing over and over and over again without getting tired.
Okay.
You get it. So this compulsive behavior, one developed country I'm doing with this is that they opened a watching bay where they employed children living with autism.
Okay.
And then they realized that these children were even doing a great work with washing cars. Because it's a compulsive behavior, they do it and they never get fed up. And they always want to do it even better.
Okay.
So they put them in departments where they put them. Some of them repetitive and movement. So you see them moving their head, their arms.
Oh, yeah.
All of that. Or maybe you find them repeating words over and over again.
Yeah.
Start to then we call them a palladium. So basically anything you say to him or her, he or she will repeat the same thing to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Talking to Mrs. Philomena, she mentioned this young girl who had the blue eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that also one of the symptoms?
No.
Okay.
Mostly, you wouldn't see like I said earlier, you wouldn't see the physical symptoms.
Okay.
Unless it's becoming the interaction and the communication.
Okay.
That's what you'll be able to understand it.
Okay. Is there any way that the condition could be detected during pregnancy?
No. Wow, that would be a breakthrough. That would be a breakthrough, but no. Unfortunately, you have to wait till 24 months.
24
this is 18 months. Yeah, this is 18 months. For you to ascertain with that.
Okay.
The child is autistic.
Okay. And in the process of treatment, could there be surgery procedures as well?
No.
No. Okay.
No. So what happens? Also, there's no cure for autism actually.
Yeah.
So it's a lifelong, disorder. So basically, what they do is psychological treatment, like dealing with the brain,
Yeah.
giving the brain certain, nerve boosters that would make them react to certain things. But then there's been cases where autistic children have been reversed. Like when you're able to detect it very early, so 18 months to 24 months, able to detect it very early, they can, treat the child for the child to reverse it. So the child might be treated, but then not fully like, an ordinary, child.
What are
But
the
you find the
treatment
child to be
methods?
successful.
Okay. We want to know what the treatment methods are, if there are medication that are being given to them, or which other procedures that are used.
Okay, so there are medications and there are therapies. So the medication, there is something called antipsychotic. So which it reduces the symptom, it improves the symptom of certain psychiatric conditions.
Okay.
So that's one medication that is antipsychotic, and then there's therapies too as well. Like I told you about the speech therapist and then occupational therapy and all of that. But unfortunately for us in Ghana, we don't have most of these therapies here. So it's just that.
Any herbal medicines that support to help in the condition too?
No,
Not yet.
because over here in the new, developing world, it is through organizations like Anthony Foundation and then other autism organizations that people are even being getting aware about what autism is about.
Yeah.
So yeah, earlier on they saw them to be, you locally they call them Ethiopia or some funny names they give them. So what's like the herbalist who is supposed to be focused on doing something that will improve their life.
Okay.
Because they take some bad measures to treat them.
Okay. Can we talk about the number of people or the rate at which this condition is being recorded in Ghana here? How many people have the condition?
Okay, so in Ghana, statistics have not shown clear, but the WHO says, World Health Organization, that out of 160 children, you have one child to have autism.
Okay.
So
1 over 150.
160, yes. You have 160,000 children. 2,600 of them have autism.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so that was Al Hassan Kasim, who works with Madame Philomena of the AFI Foundation, who help in children living with autism to become models. We spoke to him just now. Thank you so much for joining in the conversation and helping to understand much about it. And so, okay, thank you so much. And so, Auntie, we are back again. Let's talk more about this whole initiative. Okay, can you tell us any other project that you would want to embark on to support the children too, if it's good to share?
Oh, okay. So for now, I'm trying to recruit more children living with autism to train them to be models. So I'm planning to recruit some more people.
Okay.
And I was also supporting one little girl called Perpetual, whose legs couldn't form so well because of an attempted abortion, like abortion that went wrong. The mom took some medication to abort her, but she didn't come out. So when the time was due for her to give birth, both legs couldn't form well, and she's now disabled. And the mom also left the marriage at a point, and the man was supposed to be taking care of the girl.
Okay.
And because the girl is disabled, the man has to be carrying her along everywhere. So he had to stop working and be taking menial jobs around the community because he can't go far. He will carry the girl to school. When they close, he will go to school and bring her back home and all that. So living was very difficult for them. They needed a place to stay, and they found a place, but the place was not completed. So
Okay.
I had to raise funds for the place to be completed, for them to move in and all that. Like, I recently just paid 800 for their meter because there's no lights.
Yeah.
They need lights and all that. So with me, the problem is how to get funding,
Funds.
because I get a lot of messages every day. People need help with this, with that. And it's not like my foundation has money sitting at the bank.
Yeah.
It's what I do is, as I go, whatever project I take up,
Yeah.
I put it up there, put the money involved that we need. We get the money, we work with it, we are done with that project. So
Okay.
if a new project comes, I'm now going to raise funds for it and then use the money. So it's not like I have some money sitting at the
Somewhere.
bank where
Okay,
when
okay.
someone says I need help, then I'll just go and pick the money and help the person with it.
Okay.
So for me, funding is the most difficult part of what I do. But thank God, small, we are still being able to help people.
Exactly.
Not as much as I wish I can, but
Okay.
I'm doing my best in my power to help. Yeah.
Bampacho, parents na uni momo na imbi mo wo imba mo wo sa condition no. Imbi mo sure say bi ombewo for say ebia na o masanfa akwa the same.
Yeah, I think Ebimu was a fear no.
Yeah.
With the blue eyes girl, ni mami say. There was this other akola, no no so blue eyes, a different mother.
Okay.
No no so you say raise funds money bano, but
Okay.
because first one was very difficult, into me and raise my second one. And second one obisa me say mami no or any other children apart from Nebano blue eyes. And I'm saying I and I say but omo condition and I say me catch and say I omo ni bi.
Okay.
So she has that fear.
Yeah.
Say maybe misako wa met me akola sabio.
Yeah.
So some of them I'm sure they have that fear.
That feeling.
Yeah.
All right. And so the studio lines have been activated, and you can call us, join with your thoughts and your comments. 0244 09303 to 0244 0909332. So call and send in your comments, and you can also send your comments through Instagram and Facebook pages at Hail_TV or at Prophet Nigel Gazy. So the numbers are on the screen. Call in with your thoughts and comments. Okay. And so yeah, special thanks to Tenano Fashion too. I'm going to give you a 360 after the show. Yeah, I believe that. Okay. And so some parents are actually scared that in their subsequent births.
And some even end up like their husbands leave them because they have special needs children. They sometimes blame the women. That I'm sure it's from your family.
Yeah,
because in my family there's nothing like that.
Yeah.
But this is not hereditary.
Yeah.
It's not hereditary. It's something that just happens. Any normal person can just give birth to someone with autism.
Yeah.
It's not like it's in the family line, so it's not like that.
And the big issue here is that we don't even know the cause.
There's no known cause.
We don't know the cause
yes.
of
so
the condition.
It's because people are ignorant.
Yeah.
You know, the education is not there. So they have their own understanding.
Yeah.
With the whole thing. Obi be kase yo jama ufa mechi. Ena so some their marriages don't work out because of that. Yeah. Which shouldn't be the case, because this is when they need you most.
Yeah.
Your wife needs you and your child also needs you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And so hello, good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Okay, thank you so much for joining the show. My name is Sandra. What about you?
I'm Nanaya.
Okay, calling from?
Calling from Madi.
Oh, okay. Please, let's hear you.
Okay, I would like to contribute towards the program about the topic. And I think in moving forward, we should open our wings by the health ministry should be able to look at proper NGOs or people like Madam Afi Antonio and come to their aid, help them. Recently, I know she has been in the news for, going to the Parliament House and stuff. So I think the health ministry should embrace NGOs like that. I mean, the genuine ones, not quote unquote people who take money from people and maybe extort them through their NGOs and stuff, and then try and also come their aid, and then invite the necessary people who could also help them as well. I know the World Health Organization and all those in partnership programs to be able to let us help such people or people living with disabilities or problems. But aside that, it's a great show. We are enjoying it. And I will urge Madame Afi Antonio that a moving forward, they should also open their wings to the media for news, accessing and all those things. There are media houses who are willing to also help them genuinely. So I think in moving forward, we should also look at that thing as well. But great show.
Okay. Thank you so much, Yao. Thank you very much for joining in the conversation. All right. And so you were in the news.
Okay, so we went to we paid a courtesy call on the First Lady, myself and the 3 girls, the models living with autism. We went there to pay a courtesy call on her, and because we couldn't ask for money, we needed to ask for something that the government can do for persons living with autism. We decided to appeal to her to be able to deploy national service personnel into the centers that train these children. Because for now, when they ask for any national service personnel, they would have to pay the person. You know, when you are a national service person and you are sent to a government sector, the government pays you. But if it's private, the person has to pay you and pay a certain percentage to the government. So we went there to plead with them if government will make it possible to deploy national service personnel to these centers and pay them so that the money the centers would have used to pay the national service personnel can be used to help parents who can't pay for school fees for their wards. You see. So the First Lady said it was a laudable idea and that they will work on it. So we are hoping that they will really work on it for us.
Because I even believe that such schools should be free for these children.
Well, if it's a government school, they can make it free. But if someone has put in money, it can't be free. You understand? If it's a government thing, the government can make it free. I'm really enjoying the show today.
And so about the future plans, you were talking about that. You want to know if there are going to be other foundations that will support other conditions. Who knows? Maybe the blind or.
So with my foundation, talking of the blind, I've done something with a blind coconut seller.
A blind coconut seller? And how is he able to do that?
I sent a video to you. I don't know if he was cutting the coconut and everything. He's blind. And I decided to help him because I thought that a lot of these people are sitting by the roadside asking for money. But this man has decided to do something despite his challenge. And he does it so well. He climbs the coconut tree himself, cuts the fruit himself, packs it. We went there to watch ourselves because we didn't believe it. And we filmed it. He'll pray before climbing the coconut tree, cut the fruit, get down, pray, pack it into a sack, carry it, cross the street and go to where he sells his coconuts.
But wait, was he born like that or was after
he said
some time?
It was after some time. I think when he was growing up, at the age of 4 or 5, he had a challenge with the eye, and then eventually he went blind. So, So, I don't know. I decided just to help him because I feel he's trying to help himself. And his story was pathetic because he was sleeping in a kiosk. And the wife and the children were scattered, perching with people. And they needed a place to stay. So, when I saw the story, he said a lot of media people have been there, done stories and said they will help, but none came through. But for me, when I pick up a project, I make sure I finish everything before I pick another one. So if you call me and you tell me you need help with this, I'll tell you, oh, I'm working on a project, I'm not done, so I can't take up a new project. So because of that, I can follow one project for 2 years. For a year. Yes. With the disabled girl, I've been following that project for 2 years now.
Oh.
Because you can't just get up and build a house at a go. And the thing was, little by little, once a while I'll post about them, raise funds, then we'll do something small about the building.
Yeah.
So with the blind coconut seller, they needed a place to stay. The wife was frying yam by the roadside, and he was selling the coconuts by the wife.
Yeah.
So after work, the wife would go and perch with a friend, and the man would sleep in the kiosk by the roadside. So then I raised funds and were able to rent a place for them for 2 years.
Okay.
For them to move into.
Okay.
Yeah. So my foundation works on education, health, and women empowerment. Because
Okay.
I have training programs for women. I did one last year, the Afi Antonio modeling master class for models, and then the ladies who came, we trained them on how to make soaps, make fascinators, so that you can at least be self-sufficient.
Okay.
So these are the 3 areas my foundation deals with, like education, health, and women empowerment.
Yeah. And I saw that you had a nomination.
Tell
us more about that and how we could also vote for you.
Okay. So with the nomination, I've been nominated for the humanitarian awards this year, and I have 2 nominations. One is outstanding philanthropist, and the second is for cerebral palsy and autism.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You also.
I don't do cerebral
do that.
palsy.
Okay.
No. So they joined the 2 together. Yes. So those are the categories that I've been nominated for.
Yeah.
And in the past, I've had awards from the Goa Awards, Ghana Outstanding Women Awards.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of citation from other people. Verna, Changing Lives. They used the girls as ambassadors 2 years ago. And yeah, so I've had quite a number of citations and some few awards.
Okay, you
well.
deserve a round of applause, don't you?
Thank you. All thanks to my followers, because I tell you, if the money is not there, I won't be able to be doing all this for me to be taking all the credit. So I am really grateful to them, all my followers, those who put my story up, share my story, those who contribute, the bloggers, newspapers, media. I'm so grateful to everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We want to vote for you, so tell us how we do
Hey,
it's already there.
Yeah, that's on the screen, but I don't have the number in mind.
Okay, so it's on the screen. Please vote for Madam Mrs. Afi
Antonio.
Yeah, Mrs.
Yeah,
Afi
so,
Antonio.
but
She's
you can go to my
amazing.
handles. You can go to my handles at Afi Antonio, across board, on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at Afi Antonio, and you can find all the information you need to vote for me. Thank you so much.
And if someone also wants to help, as we were just talking about, how does a person come?
Okay, so you can call me on 0246 827 858. 0246 827 858.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And so I believe that you've been enjoying the show and you've been learning a lot too. So final words to parents with such children.
Hey. You see, when you want me to talk to parents, I want to talk to
parents. Okay.
I want to talk to the society.
Okay. Let me give you the point. Okay. So talk to the society.
So
parents, I sometimes talk with the parents because of what I have seen before.
So it's because of the stigma.
Okay, because of the stigma.
Yes. So it boils down to stigma.
Yeah.
And who are those who give the stigma? It's the people. You see, the society. So if we all learn to embrace these children are very, how do I put it? They are very intelligent. They are smart. It's just that they understand differently, like things differently from us. It doesn't make them any lesser than we are. They are just like us, just that their understanding is different. Let's just try to embrace them. Try to get to know them and understand them, and you would enjoy living with them. So, and parents with children like that, never give up on your children. find out what your child loves to do and try pushing the child along that side. If you think that your child loves to bead, your child loves to braid, so train the child along that side. With the boy that I found recently who plays the keyboard, we are trying to find a teacher who would train him well on the keyboard.
Yeah.
So when he's good with that, it will take him places.
Yes.
I don't know if you saw Cody. There's this guy who won America is Got Talent. He's blind and has autism. He won for, I think, last year or last 2 years. He won.
Yeah.
He sings beautifully and plays the organ so beautifully. So,
and then you know that most people with such conditions do
extraordinary things, I tell you.
The normal people
yes.
even
So
do.
if you have a child like
Yes.
that, please don't throw them away. Don't give up on them. Don't think they are useless. You'll be shocked what they can do if you give them all the love that they need. You'll be so surprised. So that's all I have to say.
Okay.
And I want to say thank you to all my followers once again. I can't stop thanking you guys. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, my followers who contribute, who share my posts. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
Yes.
Thank you. And my beautiful makeup is by Aram's Makeover Studios. I have to mention her. That's my best friend. She's a makeup artist. Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
sure
you so much.
She's watching you.
Rosina, love you. And I love my husband. I want to give him a shout out. Reggie, love you so much. And our son, Manuel. Yes.
Okay, but we are not done yet too.
Oh!
Coronavirus is still real.
Jesus Christ.
What are you telling people?
Coronavirus. Make sure you wash your hands with soap under running water for at least 20 seconds. Make sure you are wearing your mask. My mask is in my bag.
We are observing social distance.
Yes. Yeah. Make sure you wear your mask when you go out. And make sure when you cough in a tissue and throw the tissue away. Let's all try to observe social distancing when we are out there. And if you don't need to go out, please stay at home.
Yes, please stay at home.
Yeah.
And so on that note, it's been an educative one here from Hill TV. And yes, all too soon, we've come to the end of the show. So, Mrs. Philomena Esinam Afi Antonio, name is
Ado. You left my husband's name.
I'm sure he's going to be beating me in my DMs. Okay, and so Mrs. Philomena Esinam Afi Antonio Ado.
You are now talking.
Okay, who is the founder of the Afi Antonio Foundation, a humanitarian foundation that trains autistic children, girls, to become models. And so, as she rightly said, if you have an autistic child, do not listen to the stigma. I don't even think that you should even listen to them. You know what? The child has something in depth, her or him, that could be shown to the world, something that could even contribute to the welfare of the world. Who knows who your child is going to be in the future? So come out with them. We are ready to accept them. Okay, the education hasn't gone that far, but we are still on it. We believe that very soon and one day people would see such people and embrace them and not reject them. And so my beautiful outfit my beautiful outfit is by Tina Noel Fashion GH. Follow her on Instagram and contact her on Facebook at Tina Noel Fashion GH as well for all your beautiful dresses, fabric dresses. And my makeup by Ambest Glam Official. Yes, Ambest Glam Official, always making me beautiful this way to slay on your TV. Yeah, so you can contact Amber on 024 111 8437, 024 111 8437, and my hair by Hairglit by Sandy. Yeah, my own brand. Yeah, so you guys should follow me on Instagram at Hairglit _ by Sandy, and also follow me on Instagram at the Sandra Bentil. Your Instagram handles as well
at Afi Antonio, everywhere at Afi Antonio.
Yes, so by following us, you're supporting our work as well. Thank you all for joining in and with your comments and with your thoughts. We really appreciate that you always make it a date with us here on a live health show on Hill TV. And so we have Prophetic 360 up next. Keep on watching Hill TV. This the best. Okay, don't go anywhere. This is the best station that for your Christian programs, for your lifestyle programs, for your health programs and everything. Okay, we've got you covered. Hail TV. And so next week we are bringing something very different. And as you know, we are always bringing good topics for us to discuss. And so see you or meet you. No, now we are not seeing people because Corona is real. So meet you same time next week on this right channel, Hail TV, for a very good one. And next week is going to be very exciting. You can't miss the show next week. And so special thanks to all our sponsors and to our media guys too, to my camera guys, my MCR, my sound guy, everybody who supported the show too. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, hi Lord, hello, thank you so much. Okay, I don't want to say a lot of things right now, yeah, but I'm sure that if I don't mention your name, you're going to beat me after the show. So yes, have a nice day and enjoy the rest of our programs.
Good health is a state of a complete harmony of the body, mind, spirit, and this comes with lots of discipline. On the Alive Health Show, we are poised to raise a generation of healthy people, knowing good health is wealth. Make a date with Sandra Bentil on the Live Health Show every Sunday at 5 p.m. and a repeat on Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. A Live Health Show, your health, your wealth.
Preview.